Gentlemen, you do not have a discipline problem. You've got a friends problem. You simply have shit quality friends around you. And they're all fucking vibe vampires, right? The thing is, see if your circle, your community, your brotherhood, your network are not high performing, high energy, motivating guys that are only looking out for you to be your best, then you're already lost. You're the average of the 5 people you hang around with most, and you might have heard that many times. Maybe this quote, your network is your net worth. And you know what? I used to believe, right, that it wasn't the case. Why? Because I didn't want to admit that I was actually a lowlife. I didn't want to admit that my drug use, my alcohol, my lack of consistency, my lack of financial literacy was the reason why I was around poor quality people. You know? It was me. I was the issue. I was surrounded by weak-minded, poor standard driven men. The guys that, you know, would take some cocaine on a weekend, drink too many beers, wake up on a Sunday and just laugh at all the things in which they've done wrong in life. Last night was a write-off, wasn't it, boys? Oh, CBA Monday, I wish McDonald's done deliveries. We've all heard it. We've all heard it. And then Monday to Friday, you're cutting about smoking weed in your cars at night, driving around, looking for the best chill spot to sit with your fucking butt buddies and get high. Like, what is that? What is that? Call it youth, call it being a teenager, call it being in your early teens. I don't know. I've done it way too long. I've done it way too long. But there was a time where I invested a fair chunk of change, fair bit of money, because I knew I wanted to expose myself to the proximity of those guys who had what I wanted. The business, the physique, the fitness, the mindset, the girls. And I paid my price of admission, and I'd done a video on this yesterday. You can go watch it on my page. I thought it was quite a good, raw, authentic video. If you don't ask me. If you don't ask myself. But with this being said, guys, like, if your circle right here, right now, is full of these guys that are just fading away into dust, one shit joke at a time, slagging each other off, and don't get me wrong, I like a bit of banter. I like a laugh. We should all like a laugh. You know, humility's your best fragrance, a wise man once told me. But if you're one of these guys that, you know, you're the best of a bad bunch right now. You're actually the best of the worst crowd ever. If you look around your close friends right now, do any of them train? Do any of them make good money? Do any of them have the girl that you want, the car that you want, the location freedom, time freedom that you want? If the answer is no, then you might need to find another circle. Otherwise, your level of success will be capped at the proximity of your current environment. And it's a bit of a tough one to consider, because you might say things or feel things like, these guys are my friends, they've been with me since I was young, and I'm not saying disown them, never speak to them again. But I want you to have the harsh reality kind of like wake up call, kind of self-reflective conversation to recognise and realise that if you want to live a great quality life, you need to be around great quality people. Guys that are doing things that are way above what you currently believe is possible across person, relationships, business, results. So you can actually understand what it takes to become the very best version of yourself by taking it all the way past what you previously thought possible. And that, my friend, is a scary thought, because you're going to be exposed to new ways of behaving, new ways of communicating, new ways of thinking. And that might challenge your ego. That might challenge your identity. That might challenge your level of self right now, because you're not used to it. And I definitely felt that for myself, guys. When I joined my first mentorship, I definitely felt that. I was definitely the small fry, you know, the bottom of the pile. And you know what, even in a lot of groups that I'm in, I wouldn't say I'm at the bottom of the pile anymore, but I'll tell you what, I'm definitely not the smartest in the room. A lot of these guys that you're going to gravitate towards, or you might even, do you know what, you might even watch them on YouTube, right? And this used to happen to me all the time. I used to watch these guys on YouTube, Instagram, social media. I'd be like, I would love to hang around with these guys. Who do I need to be to get in these rooms? So I became the guy that could get into these rooms. I let go of the old average. I let go of poor networks. I let go of the low supporting circles. Like my old friend groups, they didn't really support me. They would never like my content when I started pushing personal development, fitness, mindset, business. They never liked it. They used to chat shit about me behind my back, and that's fine, go fuck them. But I don't have any negative feelings towards them. But I wanted to be someone that could get into the rooms of those who had what I wanted, and I never knew what I had to do. I just knew I had to become someone new. I had to reinvent myself. Character development. I had to become someone of value through developing my physique, my charisma, my mental state, my energy, my vernacular, the way I spoke. And truth be told, guys, I got there. You know, I'm not going to go name dropping, but Bali was a great space. Dubai was a great space for me to connect with these like-minded guys that I thought, well, I'll never get there. You know, and in this day and age, your network is everything. Who you now know is more important than what you know. So you got to deep that. Who you now know is more important than what you now know. Because if you're in a position, right, where you have these highly intelligent, highly driven guys around you, you'll be able to install their mental syntax into your current life. You'll be able to take what has worked for them and install it into your life through the rules of the world. You'll just be able to be like, how you doing this, how you trying that, how you working this. And you don't, this is a tip for you guys, don't be the needy asky person when you've been invited into a new social circle. Bring value, ask questions, get to know them, put value in them, allow them to respect you first for who you are and what you can bring to the table in terms of how you make them feel, more than what you can take. It's got to be transformational rather than transactional in any of these new social surroundings or situations, you could say. Because if you only go in with the transactional mindset, they're going to think you need something, you're needy. And when you need something, you're looked at as you have less than. And if you look to be like you have lack, then you've not got what they would value as what they want. So it's almost like it needs to be like a weird kind of round the front, back to front way. Just be a fucking sound cunt. You know, just be a sound cunt in the situation. Ask questions, be kind, look after them the way you would want to be treated. You know, treat them how you would like to be treated, essentially is what I'm trying to say. I've been waffling a wee bit, I'm quite G'd up on caffeine right now. But yeah, like, look around your group right now, boys. Do you really think if you were to take them to fucking war, they would fight the fight with you? Would they stand shoulder to shoulder with you? Would they be of value to you the same way you are of value to them? Because yeah, you might have grown up with these guys, but see if every situation, every, you know, connection with these guys is like, oh, do you want to come out for a smoke, do you want to come out for a drink, do you want to go get some food, do you want to go do this? It's not like, yo bro, I'm hitting legs at 6 AM tomorrow at the gym. Well, I'll meet you there. Nah, can you come pick me up? 110%. I'll bring the pre-workout. Boom, done. That's how it should be, and that's what that's kind of what I've fostered and built inside my community. Like, all of my guys are friends now. Like, all my clients, it's incredible. They all go hang out, they all go train, they all go lift. The other day I was running a mastermind, and they're all like, I didn't even say for them to do, but they're all exchanging social medias, and I'm like, this is what it's about. Proximity, the right rooms, the right places, the right spaces, and being exposed to new people that are on the same mission, on the same purpose as you. Because you can try be the lone wolf, grind in silence, hustle your way through, be the black sheep, the shadow amongst the rest, but you're going to get lonely. And if you want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go with a team, guys. Go with a team. And you know yourself, there's only so long you can just float around. I used to be like, I went through a period, guys, and like, to give you context behind this, I went through a period probably between maybe 22 to 24 where I was just me working on me, my business, my mindset. I removed all contact with friends because I didn't have enough like worth installed in me for the new group, but I knew I didn't want to be part of the old group. So I went through this kind of like solitude, monk mode period of grinding and building and developing my confidence, my business, my money, my physique, my relationships. And I came out the other end a better man. I came out the other end a better man, more value, more worth. Someone that I would like to be around, whereas before I was someone I wanted to get away with, or get away from, I should say, because I was just, you know, wasting time, cutting corners, smoking, drinking, eating shit food, not looking after myself properly. And I knew that couldn't last any longer, so I had to make the change. And if you are someone that wants to make the change, just be wise, guys, wise enough to know that the people you surround yourself with is crucial. You need to surround yourself with a high quality network. Otherwise you will fade, you will give up. You won't be able to understand and have the opportunity to follow the breadcrumbs of those who have got what you want. And sometimes, yeah, you might need to hire the person as a coach to get a positive person in your life. Yeah, you might have to, you know, invest in a mentorship or a community to get around the right people. But that is what it's all about, guys. Because if your current friend group sucks and you're the best of a bad bunch, but you know you're capable of more and you want to take it somewhere, you want to take it somewhere further than you've been before, take it to the top, it's going to come down to you relinquishing the need to appease these other guys and lean into a new group where you are the bottom of the pile and you have to work your way up. You have to gain that valor. You have to gain that status, that respect in a new group, and that's what grows you as a guy. And if you want that status, that respect, you need to be around those who already have what you want. It's as simple as that, guys. I can't make it any clearer. I cannot make it any clearer to you. I don't want to make it any clearer. Because I just had to change that charger over there. You can't rise alone. You cannot rise alone. In this life, you need the mentors, the coaches, the community. It's all there for you. You're exposed to. You probably look at it like it's a scam as well, which is crazy. Like, a lot of the shit online is a scam, but also a lot of shit online is not a scam. It's incredible stuff. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands on this stuff, and it's developed me massively. It's been some of the best investments I've ever made. You know, because it's not a motivation problem while you're stuck right now. It's just your proximity to the right guys is fucked. You're not close enough to these people. You know, you need that loyalty. You need that brotherhood. You need those people around you. Otherwise, you will consistently just continue coasting and embracing mediocrity. And if you're done with that, if you're completely done with just, you know, living your life the way you're living it, feeling the way you're currently feeling it, and you know you want to change, it starts with you saying, you know what, I'm cutting ties, line in the sand, I don't want to be here, I want to be there. Who's there? Ask yourself, who's there? Because your next growth spurt will happen. You need to think like the guy who's already went through that growth spurt, the guy who's in the community, in the coaching program, in the mentorship, who has the result. Then you'd be like, right, cool, how did he do it? Okay, he invested in himself. He took a risk, he bit the bullet, and he went all fucking in. Simple as that. There's been times, guys, there's been times as well in life I've zeroed myself financially to get into a room. And I'll continue to do that if I know it's going to get me higher up the ladder towards where I now want to be. But a lot of you guys have too big an ego, and you're your little butt buddies, your little gay friends, you're too busy caring about $5 in your bank account, thinking you're ballers, paycheck to paycheck, scratching your arse every fucking day, smoking wee joints with each other, fucking gay as fuck. You get where I'm going with this, right? Guys, 6 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm going to go get some dinner, go a walk. It's been a long one. Been networking with clients in person today. I'm actually going back to Bali. Back to Bali in a few days. Back to the villa out there. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. It's been great being home, but my frequency is definitely lowering. I need to be back out in the jungle with the boys, doing what I do best and just feeling those vibes. But I was with CEO client Harry today, mastermind in his house, running through life, mission, vision, creating the full roadmap for him over the next 6 months, detailing everything to the most granular level. And then Gio Veza, one of our VIP fitness clients, trained with him this morning, and he's like a world-class DJ as well. So I'm very blessed that my clients are also fucking savages and I get to hang around with them every day. If your clients aren't fucking like if you're an online coach right now watching this and your clients are not fucking savages that you'd invite around to your house, you're coaching the wrong people. Simple as that. But I love you and leave you. See you in the next one. There's a couple of free things below in the description. Go ahead and grab them if you fancy. The daily 5, you can hit that up. That's my 5-step process for fitness, fulfillment and freedom in life. I'll send it directly to you on WhatsApp. It's like my little unique mechanism, you could call it. Something I use every single day to win. You can inquire to work with me one-to-one as well inside CEO or Elite to either build your brand or build your physique, either one, guys. And there's also a link to my Instagram where you can come follow the daily habits and see all the ins and outs of all the cool stuff I get up to every single day. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. Much love. Catch you later.